Hey, welcome to Auto. Let's go up to the barn garage and see what Victor's into today.
St. Auto produces DIY auto repair videos and tool reviews. Hosted by retired ASE certified master mechanic Victor Sane.
And he's a cutie pie too.
In the last video, I was balancing the pack out by capacity and then balancing it by charge. In this video, I'm going to be assembling the pack and get it ready to install in the car. The next video, of course, will be installing it in the car and hooking it all up. And this is my cooling fan that's a iPower cooling fan I was using for keeping the modules cool while charging and cycling and all that kind of stuff. Plugs into a 110, so it's no good for being in the car. It's only good for being on the bench, doing this kind of bench work. Get that out of there. Back in its box. It's really not made for this, but it works really well. Really well for this. It's kind of a hillbilly solution, but I'm allowed to do that because I'm half hillbilly. I'm only half big city boy from Atlanta. That's where my mom is from. My dad is from right here in the Appalachian Mountains, bona fide hillbilly, who turned rocket and jet propulsion specialist in the Air Force. Made me be born on the Air Force Base. So I can thrive anywhere doing anything. I'm going to put the vent tubes and hoses on here first. Put my vent tubes on first. It's got lots of little holes right here. Vents. And we have a sensing wire that still has my very new, updated bus bars on it. But the other side, some of those are already starting to look a little corroded. So I have these nickel-plated bus bars that I will be putting over there. There's a link in the description to the nickel-plated. These are the OEM style. They're not nickel-plated. They do not last nearly as long before they start showing corrosion. And they get just so much corrosion on them before they start throwing a code and you got the triangle of doom again. These buy you a lot more time before the triangle of doom. And if you've got problems with these, see that corrosion right there? Got problems with these throwing a code with corrosion, you just keep resetting and to get rid of the triangle of doom, and then drive a while and manage to get rid of the triangle to go away, and then drive a while. What you're doing is putting a big strain on these modules because they can't get charged or give the car their charge, and they can't do any of the operation that they're supposed to do properly if they've got high resistance in these bus bars. This, I like to look at it real good to see if there's any indication of any kind of heat or corrosion add a couple of these pins here. The pins are in there. That this receives the pins. If you see any signs of that, then this controller needs to be replaced, and this wire harness. And to look right here on the ends of these wires and these wires to make sure that there's no corrosion right there where the wire goes into the crimp. So the wire's going into the crimp and there's a little bit of corrosion. That's going to cause resistance and heat and problems with the entire pack. Here's another pair of cables. You should always look for corrosion right here. And it'll usually appear as discoloration where you can see the exposed wire going into the crimp, either here and here or here and here. Those look fine. This is dielectric grease. There's a link to this and anything else I use in the description of the video down below. It helps anything that's connected, electrical connections, any electrical connections, it helps keep them from corroding. You can see it already on these bus bars and how well preserved they are. Partly to do that and that they're nickel plated to the back side of them. It says rubber, so it won't ground out from here to there, and so I can work on nice show cars and stuff with it without banging up the paint. These are very affordable on Amazon. If any of these, where the wires go into the connectors for the sensors, if any of these are cracked, or if they show any signs of corrosion, that can set your triangle of doom on right back where you started. So that, or problems with corrosion here, or problem with corrosion at the pins right here, you may want to consider replacing this. You could possibly solder where the problem is, but if there's a problem at one of these sensing wires, chances are there's about to be a problem at another one of them.
These little plastic guards that help cover the battery terminals snap on here very easy. I like to double check the voltage before I go any further, just to see if there's any bad connections. At this point, I'm putting the temperature sensors back pretty much where the factory put them. I don't concentrate them in the middle, hoping that that's going to make the fan run more, because there's already a temperature sensor in the middle. If we have some heat there, it should turn on the fan. When bolting down the cover, I like to do just like any other set of bolts, get all the bolts and nuts in place by hand before tightening any one of them. Here we have 56 of these little tiny bolts that are kind of hard to handle, but at least they have one asset, and that's they have a Phillips head. That way you can use a cordless drill. I'm going to use the weakest cordless drill that I have, which is the little Black & Decker, and set the chuck down on really low so there's no chance that I can damage anything.
Lots more shenanigans like this in our hybrid repair playlist. Lots more stuff about the T180 in the hybrid repair playlist as well.
Hey, if you like this video, we got a whole lot more. We got tool reviews, we've got repair videos, we've got show car videos, hot rods, mod rods, you name it. If it's got wheels on it and an engine, it's probably on this channel. So subscribe, like, and binge watch. Binge watch.